live.
What's up, Easter Army? Let's go get Cloudy and Rowdy. Yeah. Bang, bang, bang. Welcome, everybody, to the Cloudy and Rowdy podcast, episode 35. It's we already starting out wrong. Jim Beam got the fucking computer blank. He, just starting out fucking bitching about Jim Beam and shit. Probably gonna be a solo episode today, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, I get, sometimes in life you're surrounded by shitty people, and this is no, the people around Marty's are no fucking exception. You know what I'm saying? Some fat piece of shit. Y'all have seen him on the podcast before, Tim McGorry, playing some amazing barbecue today with free ribs right at on Saturday at fucking 4 o'clock. Imagine that, because, he's fat and desperate for attention. Did I get an invitation? No, I didn't, because, why invitate somebody that's funnier than you and tells better stories and, takes attention from your fat, girthy neck. And that's just me keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? This fucking screen's still black. Jim Beam don't know what he's doing, apparently. I don't know what the fuck's going on today. It's just one of those days, already. It's probably not even plugged in. Should be. Turn it on. Anyway, y'all see the pineapple? Check this guy out. Hello? Me and Jim Beam, we went fucking, we went pawn shop hunting the other day.
Found a cool fucking store for Hollywood.
Is
that up now?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Michael Newton in the house. Bang, bang, bang. It's just me in the chat room today, you bad motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? All these loser motherfuckers went to a barbecue. They didn't invite your boy. You know what I'm saying? But the Cloudy and Rowdy podcast will continue. I don't need these motherfuckers. All I need is you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? The viewers, the chat room, the Easter fucking army. Hello? Oh, shit.
Man. Yeah, so that place over in Hollywood we stumbled on was really fucking cool.
Oh, the one I took you to?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the place off La Brea.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you people listen to Bill Burr's Monday morning podcast, shout out to Billy Burr. He was talking about it one day. I'd already seen the place. I'd been seeing the place all the time, you know what I'm saying? Because when I used to park down at when I used to go to Planet Fitness, I'd have to come up La Brea to Marty's every day, and I'd pass by that place, And it's very noticeable because he's got Hollywood spelled real big out of different, you can tell, stores that close down throughout the city and shit. This place gets their signs or, their old fucking mannequins and all kinds of wild shit. So there's a lot of cool shit in there. And when I heard Burr talking about it not too long ago, it reminded me, oh, yeah, I might need to go in there because I've been looking for a mannequin to put on stage and, put my T-shirt on one of these mannequins, and fucking rep the Cloudy and Rowdy T-shirts and shit. Hello, but instead, we stumbled across this young pineapple here. And we didn't even find it at that store because that store had this lady who was she was on the Crypt Keeper side of the game. You know what I'm saying? She just appeared out of nowhere. Me and Jim, we walk in. I was like, that's pretty cool. I was like, check this out, dude. This is pretty funny. I was like, I see this pile of old ass TVs. I look at Jim. I go, check this out, dude. This used to be a TV, bro. We had one in our camper. And then that chick just pops up. She's like, they still are TVs. I was like, whoa, where the fuck you come from?
But one of the problems was that she'd be like, this TV was featured on this TV show. it's going to be
everything.
$900.
It's one of those places.
Yeah.
It's one of those places right off La Brea. So everything has fucking nostalgia to these people, you know? Oh, this was fucking Colonel Mustard's fucking, weapon when he fucking got killed and all this dumb shit. Yeah, everything's linked, you know?
Like that mannequin you were going to get was a very simple, it was like a half a mannequin.
The mannequin I was going to get, it was a half of a mannequin. It looked like a fucking 5-year-old came up and swirled paint all over it. It just swirled paint all over it. And then an adult came by and drew a banana on the dick. She goes, "That's the Andy Warhol mannequin. It's $70." I was like, "Get the fuck out of here. I ain't giving you $70 for that fucking mannequin. That motherfucker better give me blowjobs, bitch." So, I don't know. So we left that fucking place and stumbled upon. I was out with some comedians the other. Oh, when we went virtual gaming. When we came back the other day, the way we came back, when we were going across Beverly, I look over, I see a Goodwill, and I took a note. I was like, I need to remember this place because Ron Bush had told us. Shouts out to Ron Bush. He told us about that. He was like, go down Beverly and go to those Goodwills. And the rich people bring better shit, you know what I'm saying? And, it wasn't really no different. We found this fucking pineapple. It was $3. Hello, long story fucking short. And let's see what we got. We got fucking, special guest to the fucking Cloudy and Rowdy podcast, Blanca. That bad motherfucker. Look at there. We're going to sit him right here. Hello. He's the champ. What else have we got in here? Bang, bang, bang. A Cloudy and Rowdy blunt. Hello. And Mitch was telling us last night that this is like the symbol for marijuana now or some shit on Reddit. All you Reddit fans. And I had no fucking idea. You know what I'm saying? That's just how Tommy used to work. I told Jim that day. I said, because he kept saying, "Do you have any idea what you want, man? What you might want to get and shit?" I was like, "Dude, I'm telling you, when we see it, we'll get it." I said, I said, I always luck into something, you know. I didn't fucking bring a light. You got a light?
I'll get one.
I got one in my backpack. Top zipper type deal. And this motherfucker was only $3. So and it's hard to clean. I was trying to clean it before the show, but it's spiky. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker keeps spiking me and shit. Hello. Kevin, don't give a fuck in the chat room like a fucking soldier. What's up, dog? Fuck yeah. It's just me solo for dolo today. You know? Hell yeah. Like this bleezy. But, I seen this thing, man. We're Florida. By the way, which I can't stand that motherfucking state. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I don't give a fuck, and I have reasons. I'm not just fat ass Tom Segura spurting off at the mouth because I think I'm better than people. You know what I'm saying? With his little Louisiana bullshit. I was like, you sitting there talking all that shit about Louisiana, and you're from Florida, you fat fuck. One of the worst states in history. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you why. These motherfuckers are starting to talk about legalizing marijuana. All right. When I was fucking 17, 18 years old, I went to spring break, took some marijuana. One of the dumbasses that was with us tried to sell some on the strip to an undercover fucking cop. They arrest us. All right? Fair. Whatever, motherfucker. I will take my charge. Did I take weed to fucking Florida to get rid of because I'd been there 3 years before and had to pay $40 for a little bullshit sack? You goddamn right I did. I was going to be the guy this time selling people 1 gram for $40 and dumb shit like that. Did I have over an ounce? Fuck yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying? All right? But this is how the sneaky-ass, shitty fucking state of Florida works and the government, period. Instead of just giving me those 2 charges, sell of marijuana and goddamn possession of over an ounce, they split them into 2. So then I get 4 felonies in that piece of shit state. All right? I get, which were the same charge, just worded different. So I get sell of marijuana and possession with the intent to distribute. Same goddamn charge. The case number ended with 00334-00335. That's how fucking similar those charges are. And then they got me with possession of over 28 grams of marijuana and possession of an ounce of marijuana, which is the same goddamn charge, just worded differently. You know what I'm saying? 0037300038. They do that shit, people. So you get felony charges, and it jacks your bond up, gives you more probation, jacks up your fines, it ruins your fucking life. That's all they care about.
Potholes.
All they want to do is ruin a fucking teenager's life. And I had this piece of shit detective from Florida named Richard Bagwell. I hope you fucking die in your sleep if you haven't already, you piece of shit. This motherfucker, the reason I say that, people, too, because, you know, I'm supposed to forgive and all that, whatever. This and you could be like, oh, well, he was just doing his job. No, this motherfucker, like 5 years later, found out I had violated my probation in Georgia and called the county, had me taken to the warden's office so I could get on the phone with him, and still had me trying to fucking admit that we had brought the weed across state line so he could charge me with a federal fucking charge. Wasn't good enough that they got me with 4 fucking felonies at like 17, 18 years old, threatened me with 20 years. Each charge held 5 years. All right? Lucky for me, I fucking listened to this old black man I was locked up with. People call them jailhouse lawyers. All right? It's a roll of the dice with them people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they know what they're talking about. Sometimes they don't. This motherfucker luckily did. He told me, listen, young man, don't worry about them fucking 20 years. He goes, them charges are so similar. He goes, listen, you tell the judge to run them concurrently. He goes, don't you forget that word, concurrently. You know, they'll run them in together and you'll do all the time at the same time. He goes, if they try to hit you with consecutive, he goes, you're going to do them back to back. You know, it's a baseball, like baseball, consecutive. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense, you know. So I because they had just given me a shitty public defender, you know, because they don't give a fuck about your life. And so I asked that dumbass public defender, could he get him ran concurrent? His eyes lit up. He was like, oh, absolutely. I can absolutely ask for that. And fucking he asked for it, and the judge was like, yeah, we'll give him concurrent. They're the same charge, you know? Pieces of shit. And then that motherfucker had the nerve to call me back like 5 years later, still trying to pin me on more shit. You're a piece of shit, Richard Bagwell. You know, and Judge Goslin in Hall County, I hope you die in a wreck like your daughter did, bitch.
Kevin said if they legalize it in Florida, you should be able to get that shit written off.
Look at Fat Pam talking
right?
shit.
Yeah, I know.
What's with all the empty chairs? What's with your empty backside, you flat back fat fuck? That's why you almost had a heart attack on the fucking show last time and fell asleep in the bathroom, drunk on the toilet for 40 minutes. How about that? I bet you'll have an empty plate at Tim's, won't you, you fat fuck? Why don't you bring back some ribs and your shitty beard?
For our audio-only listeners, this is a one-sided, like...
Oh, that was a reply to a comment that fat fuck that was on the show last week replied. They all think they're funny because they left me here solo today, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the Easter Army, like I told them. It ain't about these pussy-ass guests, you know. I keep the shit open like that, so when people walk in on a Saturday to do the mic, if they want to come up, they can, you know. I don't really need them to be here. You know, Mitch, he's just here all the time. I don't ask the little motherfucker to come out here. You know, he lives here. So he just takes it upon himself to come out here. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like he's, you know, a regular. I mean, he's not like part of my show. He just comes out here. You know what I'm saying? Even though he seems like a regular. Hello? Yeah. The people thought Kyle Henson used to be like a regular on my Periscope.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he thought the same thing these little fucks thought, you know, that he made the show or some dumb shit, right? He got a little attitude about it. We had a falling out one time. He was like, I just won't come to your event. You'll lose a lot of viewers. And I was like, no, the fuck I won't, motherfucker. You out of your mind, you know?
Delusion. Have you ever thought about having the one and only Marty come on?
I've tried to get Marty to come on here.
Episode 100. Marty.
What's up, Z Healthcare, you bad motherfucker?
He follows you on Perismoke.
Thanks for all the love. Thanks for following me on Perismoke. I've tried to have Marty get on here, and he says that he feels he would be too boring.
Really?
And I'm like, no, the fuck. Dude, I was like, just telling the story about how you decided to start Marty's is not boring. You know, he told the Ha-Ha to go fuck themselves and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he used to work there blase. I don't want to tell his story. I want him to actually come on here.
Sure.
I want him to actually come on here and tell the fucking story one day. But he feels like it's not going to be interesting and shit. So, like that day when we were all in the back room, I was trying to get him to come on. He tried to throw them little Frenchies on. I was like, get them motherfuckers. I don't know them motherfuckers, He don't understand how quick people can get kicked right the fuck off this show. But I appreciate Marty for all he does for me, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a good setting, a good spot to do a podcast, a good opportunity that I take advantage of. You know what I'm saying? And then, I don't do no hoe shit by blocking his name out. So, he's cool about it,
That's what we said. You could easily go to the back room and nobody's seen it.
Yeah, I could easily go to the back room, try to take advantage of the green walls and make it some type of green screen, little amateur-looking bullshit like all these other idiots in this town would probably do. But I'm not going to do that, Fuck that,
See, what else is new? What's happened?
Been a lot of rain lately.
I was gonna say the rain, dude.
Yeah.
I hate to talk about it, but it was nice staying in on it. That was some real
But
thunderstorms.
today it's been sunny as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then yesterday for the pear smoke, I was fucking on fire. I was burning up inside that van. That's the thing. Like, it can be 65 degrees outside, but if the van is out in the middle of the sun, that sun superheats that motherfucker, man. And the next thing I know, I'm in there like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah.
So have you got to do the road any with your stand-up?
Yeah.
Or are you
Yeah,
go?
I just went to Vegas.
Oh,
We
yeah.
talked about that.
You went to Vegas.
Before that, I went to Arizona with Diaz Mackey. I mean, and then when I went back to Georgia, I did Florida with my boy Scratch with a K. We did that. It was the Daytona. He calls it the Hurricane Vegas tour because we would all come from Vegas. He would usually bring comics from Vegas with him out to Florida, and I was already back at home. I'd taken everything back home and was like, how you kind of like touch home base. I was back at home base. I was looking for the van of life. I hadn't even found it yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I seen on Facebook he was going to be in Florida, and I was like, yo, if I drive down there, can you give me a spot? He was like, fuck yeah, bro. You do all 3 shows, I can get you into the Daytona 500 and shit. We get pit passes and shit. I was like, fuck yeah. So I went down there and opened and did all 3 shows. And it was a great experience. It was first time I got to open shows, real comedy shows for, real comics and fucking, that's when I kind of like fell into the ending of that Uncle Worm story. The first ending I thought I'd had, and it's still grown since then. So,
could you see yourself I appreciate let's see Doug Benson, where could you just see yourself eventually staying on the road all the time and go from city to city? Because
if the money's right,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, fuck yeah. Once I start making money, I'll stay on the road, dude.
Would you?
Yeah, because that's what I'm bred to do. That the advantage I got on a lot of these little pussy ass comics, they've always been at home and shit. This is their first little shit. This is their first little stint away from home for most of these pussies. I grew up doing tile for Chili's. There's a Chili's in every fucking city and state, bro. There was times in my 20s when I wasn't home for a month and a half, 2 months, just constantly going from one state to another, one city to another, one Chili's to another, one hotel room to another, hotel. I grew up in hotel mirrors, I grew up in hotel mirrors. So I'm fucking very used to this type of life. I can go right back to it and it not affect me at all.
Because here's something, being in LA specifically, a lot of these headliners, I don't know if people realize, but they leave out Thursday and they're gone until Sunday, but then Monday through Wednesday, they're here in LA every week. But then there's others that just go, once they're gone, they're gone.
My boy Patrick Garrity does that. Shouts out to Pat Garrity. If you ever see that he's around your city or state, go see that man. He's funny as fuck. He does this thing called the Never Ending Tour, where he just he drives his. I think he's got an SUV now. He usually uses a white one, because after every show, he lets the people come out and sign the motherfucker with a Sharpie. Yeah. And he already filled up one car with nothing but signatures, and then he wrecked it, unfortunately. And he's got now he's got this white SUV, and it's already full of signatures. Because this dude stays on the road. I don't even think he has a home. He's either in a hotel room, sleeping in that car, that's it. He's either in that car or in a hotel room, you know? And he calls it the never-ending tour. I met him in Vegas at my boy John Gilligan's house. And, I mean, he's just a real good dude, man, and we had a lot of fun. And that's what he does. He makes enough money to, you know, obviously pay for his car insurance, gas, all the shit, you know. He's been on the road for like 10 years or some shit like that, maybe even longer. So, yeah, I mean, you got to make money on the road. You know what I'm saying? That's the only place you make money. Yeah. You know? Finn Jones.
What's up, man?
So, yeah, I fucking can't wait to get on the road, actually. I mean, it's part of this shit. Yeah. It's where it's where new stories come from. It's where the fun happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So have you, like, considered, like, since, I mean, you are in Hollywood, have you thought about trying any, like, the commercial auditions, or have you ever done any of, like, the background work or any of that shit that people do?
I can't stand the thought of that shit. That standing bullshit room, being in the audience.
Where's that?
And
Central? Is
that
Central?
No, I'm not a background person. Motherfucker, you want to put me in something, put me in it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not standing back there and fake laughing and all that shit. Fuck that, you know? I'll go do warm-up. I'll warm up crowds for talk shows or something. Yeah. You know? But I'm not going to, because I can come out and brighten the stage up and be in a good mood and fucking put everybody in a good mood. You know what I'm saying? I can come out and just be like, "What's up, you motherfuckers? Y'all ready to get this motherfucking show going? Hello? Hey, boy. Hey, you know what you here for. Your favorite goddamn show. I need some clapping." You know, just shit like that. You just got to be very energetic and fun and get everybody in a good mood so when they start the fucking cameras, you know? So I'd do that in a second, but I would love to do commercials or like a superhero fucking role, like if it's one of my favorite people, you know. But I don't know where to go, how to go about it, and I just don't. And I'm so far. I feel like I'm so far behind in that field that fuck it. It's gonna take me getting like my comedy special on Netflix maybe, and somebody says I like the way that kid looks or like the way he sounds. Maybe he can do, you know, the new voice for, you know, Shammy Whammy on this cartoon or some shit. You know, anything like that. I don't give a fuck. I'm down once the pay's right, you know? Once the pay's right. But I'm not going to go out there for fucking, you know, Joe Open Mic and shoot skits with them and shit. I'm not doing that dumb shit, you know? I hate that shit. Because it feels so much like pretend when you're out there just, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's got a fucking little, their iPhone pointed at you or some other bullshit pointed at you. You know, it just feels like pretend at that point.
That is acting. It all is.
But when it's for money, motherfucker, it ain't pretend. It's for something.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I got like that in the back of my head, like, you know, if you even feel silly for a second, you throw that shit out your motherfucking head when you think about that pocket. You know?
Kevin says when you make it to Omaha, he'll smoke you out.
Fuck yeah, dog. Nebraska?
Yeah, Nebraska.
I was thinking to myself, where the fuck is Omaha? Nebraska, boy. I'm down, man. I'm ready, you know? What else did he say? He said something I was going to touch on. Oh, he was talking about the if they legalize in Florida, that they should wipe it clean. You see, the thing is, if they're anything like Georgia had already, because when Georgia had like whispers of legalizing, people were saying the same thing. And so somebody looked it up and they were like, if you caught the charge when it was illegal, then you caught the charge when it was illegal. We're not taking it off. That's how the South is. That's how them states are.
That's what I was wondering. Like, I don't think everyone got freed up when California.
But I think like my charges, they've been so long ago. But like my time ended in 2010. My TPM, which is total possible max. You know what I'm saying? Like that means any type of probation, like the sentence of this charge. That was it. There was no more time they could like give me, except this fucking cunt. Here's another name worth saying. Juanita Cheeks. I hope you fucking die in your sleep too, you racist bitch. This bitch knew that my probation was about to end and recommended it get started all over. If it wasn't for this saint, Tony Cantrell, big ups to Mr. Cantrell. He came through and was like, I was one of this kid's first probation officers. He's been on probation for at least 10 years now. He's like, he paid his fines. He did his time. He's done his community service. He's like, he hadn't noticed nothing for 5 years. He goes, quite frankly, he should have been off probation 5 years ago, if you ask me. And the judge was like, I agree. We're going to end it. Boom. I was like, oh, my God. That bitch actually, that Juanita Cheeks fucking whore flea bag had the nerve to stand up and recommend my shit get reinstated. Started the fuck over. She fucking knew. And I had just done 90 days in prison work camp to end the fucking time. That's how much they don't give a fuck about you in Georgia, man. That's why I got the fuck out here, Crazy shit,
That's it blows your mind how different the West Coast really is. Because I came out here and was terrified of drug tests, piss tests, and then found out people only associate them out here with prison. And it's like, no, back where I'm from, it's like, that's how you get a job. And out here, it's like, nah. No. Are you on parole?
No, that's your white privilege ass life, motherfucker. It was the same with me in Georgia. I've joked with you about that before.
Yeah.
Jim Beam, everybody, his only worry for a piss test his whole life has been whether or not he gets a job or gets fired from a job, right? My fucking lifetime worry of a piss test was whether I violate probation or I fucking stay on probation. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference, motherfucker. So yeah, it's the same in Georgia. There ain't no fucking around, bro. That felony probation office I used to go to in Gwinnett County, for the people who know, when you walk in that motherfucker, people are like this. Because there's a big sign outside on the door that says no cell phones. They dead serious about that shit. They come out there and see you on that cell phone sign, they're fucking going off on you. So people are just in that place like this. Them fucking legs are going, boy. Fucking, yeah. Oh, yeah, because half the motherfuckers in there are dirty. Because you don't get tested every time, So motherfuckers be rolling the dice, man. It's a stressful life out there. That's what pisses me off about the government and the probation system. They'll give you probation, and then they'll give you a DUI class, and then then they give you community service, then they give you some other bullshit you got to do, and then they suspend your license on top of that. What the fuck do you mean my license is suspended, you stupid fucks? You just gave me community service. I got to come to probation every month. I got to go to work to make the money to pay the goddamn probation, you stupid fuckers. I got to go to DUI school. I got to make money to do that. How the fuck do you expect someone to do all that fucking shit and you suspend their goddamn license? That's the part. The government system's so fucking rigged, man. I hate them piece of shit motherfuckers. The justice system. There ain't no justice in that shit. It's bullshit, Can't stand them motherfuckers. Hell yeah. It's getting hotter in the city, man. In this city, when it gets hot, motherfuckers get crazy. There's already wild shit. I overheard this. I had to go to Wells Fargo today because I still haven't got my card. These motherfuckers, it's been a month. You know what I'm saying? I haven't got a goddamn card. They shipped it out a month ago, and it didn't show up. So they canceled that one. She was like, well, the good thing is it isn't activated. No one's got it and activated it. And I was like, yeah, no one's got it. I was like, I even showed her pictures because I took pictures of how much mail we get here. And then I spread out all the Wells Fargo's letters too the other day while everybody's was still here. And I took pictures of that. And I was like, look at all the mail we get. I said, now look at all these Wells Fargo. I said, these are all different comics that get mail here. I said, I'm the only one that didn't get mine. Hello? So she was like, okay, well, we'll cancel it and we'll try again. Well, I'm sitting there. I overheard this lady talking about how her friend's dog bit her the other day. And these people are such snowflakes. She automatically took up for the dog and was like, but it was my fault. It was my fault. She claimed she was doing something and the dog bit her. I'm like, no. That little fucker was an asshole. You know what I'm saying? He bit you because he's a little cocksucker, And then, to top it off, The dog wrote her an apology letter, everybody, and left it on her front doorstep, and it was adorable. Oh, fucking, I hate these motherfuckers out here.
I tried to get I got Huskies. I tried to get them to write a note once, and they just shredded the paper up. I'd love to know if a dog whisperer that could teach a dog to write a note.
Oh, God.
It had a paw print on the bottom with love.
What exactly, Kevin, don't give a fuck. What type of person writes a letter for their dog and fucking sits it on your front porch? You know?
That's so passive aggressive.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. I don't know, you know? I don't watch movie trailers, so I can't tell you, you know, if I'm excited. I'm excited about Infinity Wars. I seen a picture of it, and there's like a lot of motherfuckers in there. I see people making fun of it and they're just adding random shit, you know what I'm saying? They'll just add like Garfield or somebody in there, you know, like.
Did you watch that new one?
Which one?
Was it Black Panther?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one yet. That's like.
You still ain't seen Black Panther?
No.
Oh, well, you know. They're going to deem you a racist.
Yeah.
No, that's hilarious how black people, a lot of black comics are still coming up here and they're praising the amount of money the movie made. And I'm like, you mean Walt Disney?
Yeah.
You mean Disney made that all that money? Because, listen, Oakland was in the movie, but Oakland ain't going to get a dime from that movie. You know what I'm saying? Bang, bang, bang. You hear what I'm telling you? That was it. They just got an appearance, motherfuckers. That's it. You know, they're not dropping Wakanda knowledge on the fucking city of Oakland. So, I mean, it was just a movie, a superhero movie at that, you know?
And for the record, I'm not racist. I like Blade.
Somebody said Tomb Raider was fire.
Was it?
Yep. I ain't seen it.
Joy.
I gotta watch it. Oh. Fucking But I was just thinking, like,
they had that Hollywood shut down. Fucking other.
They're gonna already like. I'm excited to see that Ready Player One shit. I don't know what it's about. It just looks cool. I've always played video games. We've been playing virtual gaming lately. You know, so it was weird how like my life puts shit. How I fall into different things sometimes. You know, like this pineapple. I had no clue that Reddit. I don't fuck with Reddit. I don't have it downloaded. So I had no clue this pineapple meant weed. You know what I'm saying? And that when I seen this open, I was like, oh, cool. I'll put my blunts in there. You know, Mitch was automatically like, dude, that's the fucking weed thing on Reddit. And I was like, oh, awesome. So, like, we just happened to start fucking playing virtual gaming here lately. And then what the fuck goes on? Bam! The new movie that's out, the hot new movie, is going to be called Ready Player One.
Is that the thing they have set up at Hollywood and Highland?
Hollywood and Vine?
Hollywood and Vine?
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks pretty fun. We should check that out.
I think Fat Tim already went and did it.
Did he?
Yeah. Of course he did. He has nothing else to do ever, you know? But that's cool, man. I can't wait. I want to see that shit.
They had Hollywood shut down this past weekend, I think, because of the Tomb Raider premiere. It's like that's one of the annoying things about living here. Everyone gets like, oh, let's go watch this movie premiere. And it's like, here they shut down the entire street just to let the actresses and actors go and see it, too.
Oh, I've been watching this shit. Finn actually fucking recommended it on Netflix called Blacklist. I'm just now starting that shit. I'm on like episode 5. I think 5. I think the last episode I seen it was the dude who leaves briefcases full of this disease. His son had a disease, and the government wouldn't. I can't remember. It's like they didn't give a fuck because it didn't have enough. It wasn't popular enough. You know what I'm saying? So he found a way to like release. He found a way to weaponize the disease. And fucking to where when he released it, it would like kill motherfuckers in like 2 minutes and shit. So he would lock people in rooms and shit, or he would go to places and fucking and drop down a briefcase and shit, and that shit would just release that shit. And so what he was trying to do was kill enough people and that disease be found in their body to where people are like, well, they're dying from whatever the fuck disease, you know, and then it get more popularity to where they need an antidote for it. And well, that's what I thought. I think that's what they thought at first, but then come to find out he was actually. So I think he had two motives. He was doing it to either raise popularity, and then the other thing was like when he bombed this one room, this one little chick didn't die. You know what I'm saying? And so he fucking found out she didn't die, and he went and found her and fucking and killed her and took her, but he took her blood before he killed her and shit and made an antidote out of her blood. You know what I'm saying? And then he was gonna go and track down his son and shoot the little motherfucker with that shit and see if it could cure him. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good episode, man. You know, that's a good fucking show. It really is. You know, Finn was like, just watch the pilot. If you don't like it after that, fucking, psh, you know? And he was dead right about that shit. That shit was fucking from the pilot on, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, I've been getting into, you like zombie shows at all?
Nope.
Z Nation.
I haven't fucked with Z Nation because Walking Dead was so horrible.
Man, I'm telling you,
I don't like
fucking Walking Dead's kindergarten compared to Z Nation.
I don't like slow,
so
stupid
good.
fucking zombies
It's
that are
not
boring
slow.
as fuck.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
This
So-
is everything I've ever wanted in a zombie show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They've got 4 seasons on Netflix right now. And
God, so does Blacklist. I'm 4
definitely
seasons behind
hyping
on
it.
everything.
I know. So I was like, well, that's what's nice for you. Like, you know, that's how I prefer it to know, like, okay, I've got fucking weeks worth of TV to watch with this one series. 4 seasons, that's a fucking long time.
Yeah.
Like, maybe 2 episodes on a good night if I don't have shit to do. But most 1.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, I like knowing, like, oh, fuck yeah, 4 seasons to watch.
Right?
And then you catch up with everyone else. And you're like, God damn it.
Yeah, 4 is a good number, or 6. You know, no more than 6, because then it's like, God damn, how many seasons are there? I can't watch all this
It's
shit.
like, and then you realize, like,
You know?
that's like 3 weeks of my life gone.
Gotham on Netflix. Yeah, I tried to start that, but man, I got so far behind on it. You know
My
that's
parents
another
watch
one. That's
that.
what 10 seasons or some shit already. This fucking shit's, you know, flying by. So
That's what we were talking about the other day. Like, people, like, I don't know, Netflix studios over where I live, guys, and it's like they are just growing rapidly. It's like they keep acquiring these studio lots. I can't wait to see, like, 2020, like, what they're going to be producing.
they've
like,
acquired what 3 different buildings.
3
over
different,
there?
yeah, the
And they're all
Bronson
connected?
studio, yeah.
So they got like a corner section.
Yeah,
of
and then they've
Hollywood
got, like, a big skyscraper, too, in the corner lot. Like,
where they're
taking-
just slanging dick.
Yeah, they are. And that's what Mitchell was saying, is like they're still filming on other lots. So like they're about to be like, oh, now we have our own lot. Let's film here, and then
They're about to turn
gonna
a
be
lot of
studio.
profit.
Yeah, they're gonna be like Paramount or something sooner than later.
Yeah, it only makes sense, man. They got so many Netflix originals that they need their own lot. I mean, because now they don't have to pay people to fucking rent space, or you know, they could. Now they got their own shit. 100% of the profit. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. You know. They need to Netflix. You need to sign the Cloud and Rowdy podcast. Set us up in a room. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Hello, fucking hey, man. Weed's legal. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I'm just trying to get high with everybody. Hello.
It just shows you how impressive like their innovation is. Of that, they used to be the fucking service that like you ordered to have a DVD come to your door box, and now look at us sitting here talking about them being studio producers and just moguls in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, man. Fucking
Kevin asked if you enjoyed a video of his homie getting a finger bit. No idea.
Oh, I don't know if I watched that one yet. I was if that's the latest one he sent, yeah, I didn't watch it yet. I didn't know he knew, dude. I was listening to that white dude he sent me rapping and shit. That's pretty good. They repping for the white boys. That's at least it ain't like all you know, at least it ain't trap style or some dumb shit that, you know, trying to copy you know, everybody's style bullshit. They seem to have their own little thing going. I like that about them, you know, fucking but I didn't see the crab thing. Nah, I didn't see that, man, you know. For the listeners, that was an answer to a comment from Kevin, who don't give a fuck, Jack. You know? But, you know, hello, that's about it. Let me fire up this next blunt, son.
Oh, snap.
Another blunt out the pineapple.
Another one.
It's another one.
We were talking about this right
Oh,
off.
no. Remember this last night? I found out Hamburger Helper has a mixtape beef with Wendy's right now. Hamburger Helper and Wendy's has a mixtape, y'all motherfuckers. Listen, I'm Team Hamburger Helper all day, cocksuckers. I don't give a fuck, Jack. I grew up off that shit. All right? I've perfected the art of making Hamburger Helper. You hear me? One of my favorite ones was in the fucking song, that taco enchilada shit. Man, that shit's so good because it's made with rice. It comes with rice and fucking taco seasoning and this cheese. If you know, like I know.
Insane.
If you know, like I know, you buy a bag of the Mexican mixed shredded cheese. You don't use they powdered bullshit that come in the thing unless they put some liquid gold in the box. It's been a while since I made it. All right, if they put the liquid gold, use that shit and the shredded cheese on top, and then get you some fucking This is how I eat that shit. When I make that taco enchilada stuff, I put it in a bowl and I get some fucking some good ass nachos from the Ralphs, or from Kroger. You know how they have like the homemade ones that they'll bag up in them plastic bags? Get you some good ass nachos and just make it and eat it like it's fucking beef, cheese, and rice nacho dip from the fucking hand of God, cocksucker. Team Hamburger Helper, you hear me?
I was just checking that out. That's insane how quick. I didn't hear anything about this Hamburger Helper mixtape.
Me neither, till last night.
Well,
Somebody was on stage talking about it.
They dropped it on Friday, a 5-tape mixtape.
Uh-huh.
And by Monday morning, it had garnered over 432 million social impressions and 4 million plays on SoundCloud in a weekend. Dude, that was straight fire. That's like an instant viral.
Well, look up the Wendys ones. The Wendys one is very popular, too.
Could you imagine working at Hamburger, what is that? Crafter hamburger. Can you imagine working at Hamburger Helper?
Oh, it's that spoon.
Yeah, but glove.
What is?
It's for glove.
Yeah, but the spoon little logo, right?
Kraft.
What is it? Betty Crocker, I think.
General Mills.
They make cereal. Oh,
No,
that's what it says.
brand,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But can you imagine on Friday working in their marketing team and be like, "Hey, here's an idea, run with it." If they coming in Monday, they'll be like, "That idea has 4 million. Here's your promotion." He's still like, "Yeah, you're fucking genius." Was Wendy's mixtape?
Yeah. Dude. Wendy's. There's this called We Beefin'. Yeah, I think the Hamburger Helper shit is I think because Mitch was looking into it last night, dorkily, you know how he does. He put the little nerd look on it, right? And he said that Wendy's is actually sponsored or some shit. Like they dropped theirs first as like a joke, kinda. You know what I'm saying? As like a marketing scheme, and fucking And Black Twitter is behind the Hamburger Helper mixtape.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, Betty Crocker, Kevinson. They said Wendy's, after they dropped their mixtape, they tweeted out to McDonald's, "Hey fam, hottest new rapper in the game. Don't sleep on this mixtape." I tweeted to McDonald's.
It's going down in the fast food lanes. Woo. Want to hit this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's a story about Wendy's cocksuckers. I know if my boy Ted ever watches, or this kid Ryan, they want me to tell this fucking story. So it's funny to them. It might not be funny to everybody else. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? We was so it's I used to work with Murray, my buddy, this little fuckhead, doing the tile. And, we always had falling out. So there would be spurts where I didn't do the tile. At one time I worked for Full Wheel Parts for 2 years, all right? And so at this time I fell off with Murray, and my boy Ted got me a job through this kid Ryan, and where we had to go to Florida, and we had to fucking take these 75-pound steel beams. And if you've ever been in a warehouse, so when you go into warehouses, they have these huge metal shelves built with all their fucking stock on them, all right? Well, somebody's got to build them goddamn shelves, okay? It was us. So you go in there, and you take them fucking beams, and they're all piled in a thing somewhere, and they got these blueprints, and these dudes, they'll come out and they'll measure shit, and they'll chalk a line, and they'll do all this shit, and then they'll tell you, put a, you know, they'll put up one of these big ass posts, and then they'll be like, put a fucking thing through it, and they got these like concrete screws things, you know, that's loud as fuck. You got to wear earmuffs, and it's like bang, 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 you know, right into the fucking concrete. And anyway, long story short, you know, because it's an excruciating ass, long ass, hard ass job. 75-pound fucking beams. You got to lift them up, and you got to carry them across the warehouse, you know, and then you got to hold them up, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 fucking screws that have to be completely screwed in before you let go of that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, and go to the other side and do the shit again. So it's a lot of like holding shit up all day. I mean, it strains on you, you know what I'm saying? So fucking, and like this dude that we were working for, he was just like, he couldn't believe, he was like, oh shit, these young dudes work like a motherfucker, because Ted is a huge motherfucker. He's like a bodybuilder looking motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And we're just working like a son of a bitch. You know, I'm used to like, yeah, I got all this energy and I'm stronger than I look. So we're throwing shit up. Come to find out, I look at the clock, it's goddamn 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey. I looked at dude, I said, hey man, you know how that vehicle out there takes gas to run? Human bodies need food. You know what I'm saying? I was like, we need some food for some fuel, bro. You know, and he was like, all right, man, I'll go get everybody something. What do y'all want? I tell the dude, anything but Wendys, okay? I had a beef with Wendys back then, you know what I'm saying? And I did not want that fucking Wendys bullshit. I can't remember, I can't remember what it was. It had made me sick. So, like, I'd eaten it one day, it had made me sick, you know, because you know how it is with any fast food place. It's only as good as the people who work there. Any of these places. I don't give a fuck where it is, people, okay? You can dog McDonald's all you want to, but if you go in there one day and you get fresh ass fries and a fresh ass whatever the fuck, it's gonna be pretty good, and you fucking know it. You know what I'm saying? Any of these fast food chains, they're only as good as the people working. So I had some raggly ass motherfuckers at a raggly ass Wendy's give me some raggly ass food poison one day. So I was like, any fucking where but fucking Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? And dude came back with Wendy's. So I took the bag of Wendys and I threw it against the fence. Blah! I was like, fuck fucking Wendys. You know what I'm saying? I pulled my shirt off and threw it on the ground, and fucking everybody was just like, what the fuck? They were all flipping out, and they thought that shit was hilarious because I was a stupid maniac. You know, I took a bag of food and flung it and fucking took my shirt off like a kid. But, I mean, fuck. And then I had to go over to them and be like, hey, man, y'all got any chicken nuggets or anything? Because I threw my food. Such a fucking asshole. Oh. But I have since then changed my mind about Wendy's. I fuck with the 4 for 4. But I am Team Hamburger Helper on this goddamn beef, because let me tell you something. Hamburger Helper has got me through a lot of nights as a single man in an apartment. You know what I'm saying? And ramen noodles. That's all we need now. We need ramen noodle to join the fucking rap beef. They'd have so much support from the hood, son. Shit, we'd get everybody be ready to get on that mixtape. You know what I'm saying? T.I., Young Jeezy, everybody, son.
What's gonna be funny though is like these like Wendy's and Hamburger Helper. That's some innovative shit to drop a mixtape. So now you're going to start having the copycats, but in like a year, you're going to see everyone having a mixtape with every corporate company. Be like,
oh, yeah, of course.
IBM just dropped a mixtape. Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, because companies already have jingles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Wendy's just took it further in a way. They were like, fuck a jingle. Let's just drop a mixtape on these bitches.
Well, they utilize SoundCloud. Yeah, they went with the social media platform none of their competitors. You don't go to SoundCloud for business.
What do you think about the Mitch Tape mixtapes, Mitch?
Oh, you know, I mean, technically it was supposed to happen. I mean, it makes perfect
perfect sense, you know. Fuck this. Goddamn Jim Beam. Technically, it was supposed to happen, you know. It makes perfect sense. I mean, fucking Jim Beam killed the moment. He can't fucking produce a show. God damn it. Talked all that shit the other night. He came in 100% slipping today.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? The other night he tells me, hey, man, don't get it twisted. I'm just your producer, not your assistant. Whatever, motherfucker. All I asked him to do was some nerdy shit that I don't really know how to do. But I'll do it, you know what I'm saying? I'll do it my own way. You know, I'm not going to do it their little nerd fucking way. But I will do it my way, you know? And then, of course, he puts the... Why would you have the shittiest mic beside me?
That's not the...
What if Mitch would have been there today?
It's just a little loose.
So what do you mean it's just a little
It's
loose?
fine now. It
just a
was
little
fine
loose?
now. I don't know.
That's stupid. You know? That's the type of shit that bugs me. That's the stupid shit. Why would you... If you knew it was a little loose and shit like that... Did you ask Finn to even come on the show?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. He says he's too ugly for it.
If you just said no, I'd have gave your ass...
I'm out.
I'm out.
It just all goes technical difficulties. We have like it says technical difficulties
Right.
like out of
That's hilarious.
Fucking Pam.
Yeah, man. Fucking I can't tell you, bro. You know? I got to get some basketball shoes, get back on this basketball court. Hello. Because I'm so sore right now from working out for so many days straight. It's like, I remember, I was like, I'm like, man, am I getting fucking old, man? I'm fucking 37, about to be 38. It's probably because I'm getting old and shit. But I'm not really lifting any more weight. I'm not like increasing the weight, you know. I'm actually doing less reps because I hadn't worked out in so long. So, and I was like, oh, I know what it is when I had my basketball shoes, I would play basketball some days instead of work out, you know, and that really helps you, you know, stay healthy and take a break at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great to like, after you've worked out, like, I'll do like chest and arms, and then I'll do my legs and my abs. You know, and that's Monday, Tuesday. So Wednesday, I need to fucking start playing basketball again. You know what I'm saying? Thursday and Friday, do it again. You know what I'm saying? Chest and arms, legs and abs, or back. I need to start doing my back a little more. I never hardly work out my back, you know? I just started doing the legs, too. I mean, I've always considered basketball as my leg workout my whole life.
Yeah.
But
squats.
I'm tired of fucking hot chicks having bigger calves than me. That's the fucking truth, goddammit. You know, what the fuck, man? I got these pencil legs. They don't know what they can do, though. They don't know how fast they are, how high they can jump. So, fuck you, you know?
Pam and I were talking about this last night about how, like, it's kind of... I live right at the base of Griffith Park, and you guys are right at the base of Runyon, and it's like, we should be hitting that every Saturday. Like, that should just be a normal, like,
or Sunday at least.
Yeah, but it's like,
because this
how
place
many
don't
of us
open till
sleep on
7.
it? Yeah, but it's like I don't go to Griffith nearly as much as I should or could.
Well, yeah, because you're sitting at home in your fucking apartment lazy. It's easy to not leave an apartment.
I don't.
It's easy to not leave an apartment. Me and Pam have to leave that van when it gets 90
That's
degrees.
what Pam was saying. He goes, he said the walk to the base of Regent was just enough for him, but.
Oh, yeah, I tried to go with Pam one day, I think, and he gave up. Yeah, he was like, fuck this. Yeah, he is horribly out of shape. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, when he fell asleep on the toilet that night, when he came out, he looked weird. Yeah, and I was like, damn, bro, you all right, motherfucker? You know, like, I don't think I've ever been that unhealthy in my life.
I've never fallen asleep on a toilet. I can honestly say that. I've been really fucked up and been like, get to the bathroom or get to the bed, but I've never woken up and like, oh shit, I'm still on the toilet.
No. Not even if I woke up in the middle of the night to have to take a shit, which I don't. My body has always been on a very strict system. I'm like a morning shitter. I'll shit in the morning 2 times. If I ate a lot, maybe 3. You know, that's rare, right? And then I'm good the rest of the day and the whole night until the next morning. And I love that about myself. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm I can wake up and take a comfortable shit somewhere. Life is not bad to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not complaining right now about that van. I'm starting to complain a little bit because I feel like part of my back and my neck and all that pain is from being in that fucking van and having to scrunch down, which I'm not in a lot. It's just, the time I am, it's adding up. So I went to Target today. I bought a brand new pillow.
Nice.
And the second I laid down on that thing just to see if it was good, I fucked around and fell asleep, dog. I fell asleep for like 20, 30 minutes a day just fucking testing that pillow out. So I was like, maybe that was it. Maybe I just needed a new pillow.
You got to invest in your sleep, like your bed. Because I heard a long time, you spend a third of your life in that bed.
Well,
and
no,
people
like
spend
this, man.
more in a car than a mattress.
When I start, when I get a place to stay and start making constant money, and especially if it's off my comedy, I'll be so much. People will love seeing me and being around me more because I'm a way happier, better person. It's hard for me to be in a good mood every fucking day, dude. I do live in a fucking van, and bitches look down on me for it, so they don't ever give me a chance. They sit up here, they talk shit about wanting a real man and being single. It's like, bitch, you don't even know how horrible would. And then there's this one, I ain't gonna name bitches, but they're so bitter, they'll say shit like, this dude has a 6-pack. What a douche. It's like, bitch, for one, I just happen to look like I look. It ain't for you bitches. It's because I want to be able to drive the lane when I play basketball and not get fucking demolished, And by the way, I've always been an athlete my whole life. I played football, basketball, box, all this shit. I played baseball for a year, and so I stay in shape so I can play basketball because it's my favorite thing to do over everything, even comedy. You know what I'm saying? I just love basketball, all right? And so I just happen to look like this. So fucking all them little bullshit comments, that's why you're single, bitch, because you're bitter. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God forbid a dude that looks like me be in your kitchen fucking cooking sausage gravy biscuits in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what the fuck? Oh, that sounds horrible, doesn't it, you stupid bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets on my nerves, man. These bitches out here, they want so much attention, and they know what they got to do for it, and that's why they frustrated. You know what I'm saying? And it's horrible. It goes both ways. There's dudes out here, there's motherfuckers out here that know if they was to just put it in their mouth, they'd get a better opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Some of them do. But not your boy. I'll sit here mad before I fucking get on my knees and make a motherfucker glad. Hello? Bang, bang, bang.
Kevin said you'll find your little Asian.
Hell yeah, Kevin. I like your fucking attitude, dog. I'm looking for her right now. Where's she at? Hello? I got one that walks by my van every day. You think she'll ever fucking look my way? Not a fucking chance in hell. It would take a piece of jade from the luckiest spot in China for that bitch to fucking, Chinchuk or whatever the fuck his name is. I'd have to fucking talk to him to get her, so... It's all good, man. Like I said, I got to stay patient because one of the sayings in this town is people leave before the miracle happens. Hey, there's a lot of sayings that are for a reason, and that one might be,
yeah.
So, hell, just growing my hair out, I've been getting attention around town. People are like, damn, but this dude came into the gym today, and he was like, did you get the part? And I was like, what? He goes, you get the part. And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, you got your hair all growed out? I thought you was going to an audition or something. I was like, nah, man, I'm just letting it grow out.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
It's similar to that saying I've heard since I moved here. It's just a matter of surviving the rent. You just keep paying rent until...
There's a lot of comics in this town, I've said it before, that are highly mediocre, and they've done it for 10 years or more, and they're only good. You'll be like, yeah, he's good. It's like, dude, if I'm 10 years in and motherfuckers say I'm only good, fuck that. I'm not in it. I'm not gonna do it.
That's one thing I admire about.
I can't believe people have they walk around with their chin up just because of the number of years they've done comedy. But you ain't that funny, motherfucker. I'm only 4 years in and I can rock that motherfucker for 15 to 30 minutes right now. That ain't shit, but that's where I'm at. And I admit it. And I know where I'm at. And I'm cocky about it for a reason, motherfucker. You gotta have confidence in what you do or you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers get up here because they think it's a springboard to fame. And it ain't, homie. And it ain't a game. It's a goddamn business. There's professionalism in it. And I feel like if I just stay to the code and I'm what they look for, eventually I'll get my spot because Tommy Easter will never be too drunk to perform or too fucked up on a drug to perform. He's going to always show up and make that motherfucker blow up. Hello? Bang, bang, bang. So, hey, Easter Army, thanks for blazing in once again. Every Monday and Wednesday, Friday, I'm on Pair Smoke at 420, 720 motherfucking on the East Coast. Every Saturday, right here at Young Marty's, 430 West, 730 East. Whether I got motherfuckers in them chairs or not, we gonna do this thing. You hear what I'm telling you? Thanks for blazing in and getting cloudy and rowdy. Bang, bang, bang.